I will not hate on Rune Slayer. Rune Slayer is peak. But I've been watching some videos and I see their concerns. I've been studying. I don't really remember their channels or their the video names, etc. But I've been watching a lot and there's been a lot of hate. I feel like it's honestly just clickbait. It probably is, honestly. Some people are talking about how some of the mobs are too hard, the bird having virtually no cooldown. And I understand it, but first of all, I'm a priest in this game, so I have basically no fast-paced combat abilities. But at the same time, I still can't die to this bird. And no, it's not because of Holy Shield. They nerfed me. It's really just annoying to deal with, overall, fighting the bird. I always avoid them with malice in my eyes. Even taking out beastmen and banshees are no problem for me, just solo as a priest. I can even take on 2 at once. Bosses. Being hard to solo is a given. Just by looking at the classes, you can tell that this isn't Deepwoken. You are meant to be the Tarnished Warrior that solos every boss. The game's party-based. You have your typical Dungeons and Dragons party that work together with the goal of taking out a boss and getting stronger. There's a guild and party system for a reason. I noticed people complain about having parties of 8 different people fighting a boss. Mother Spider. But I don't know, maybe people haven't realized that the boss HP scales on how many people it's fighting sometimes. Going Gorilla Ape mode on a singular boss and hoping they'll fall over isn't a strategy. In fact, as a priest class, preparation and planning is the key focal point for me to kill any creature my level. Or even creatures that aren't my level, I still gotta plan it out. I can't even count how many times I fought bosses with players where it become 3 times harder because an extra decided to walk in for the sake of completing their quest. The timing of when you summon your beast to take aggro, the buffs you apply before battles, everything's crucial. If you're having trouble, consider strategizing or maybe even use the potion system that nobody uses for some reason. I mean, I don't use it either, honestly. It's a waste of time, but come on. I know these mages aren't allowed to summon fiends and imps. I know these archers don't got a skill called Dragon Piercer. I know these priests ain't got a... Oh wait, that's my class. But yeah, buff priests, I should be able to revive myself from death. Why was I nerfed? Why am I getting a Holy Shield nerf when mages are allowed to summon the undead? And it just doesn't make any sense. My subclass isn't even that crazy. I only got 1 subclass and they're nerfing me. In fact, what the hell is my subclass anyways? Realistically. Cause the developers, I don't really know. I kind of just saw this game and I hopped on and it was gas from the get-go. But these wizards got spirit bombs, devil spawns. Meanwhile, I'm stuck with a passive that works 20% of the time. And then they gave me an extra revive skill that's low-key not even worth it. Anyways, yeah, they should nerf Thief.
Hello everyone. This is, Kira again, your favorite rage bitter. This is my, 5th, 6th, maybe even 7th time recording this audio, because OBS sucks, guys. It's so horrible. It just picks up my audio and just jams it into its throat and just makes me inaudible. So hopefully this works. And Kazi, you're the owner of me apparently. Please help me. I'm locked in a basement. But either way, talked about Rune Slayer. Rage bait or fact, because that's what I'm gonna call this little thing. Me talking. It's rage bait or fact. Because last video, everyone just the game's not bad. The game's not bad, Kira. You're bad. You're bad. I had an 100 overall in Boondock Rivals when the game came out. I don't want to hear anything about horrible player, or horrible this, horrible that. The game's boring. But rage bait or fact, Rune Slayer. It's a really, really good RPG game. Really, I actually think it's one of the best RPG games on Roblox, besides Deepwoken. But I prefer, honestly, I prefer Rune Slayer over Deepwoken. I'll be honest. The combat's honestly pretty good. The pairing is pretty good, but the lag, there's definitely a lag issue with the game. I love the bosses, the enemies, the pets, the items, the potions, the weapons, the armor, everything is actually good. There's also sects as well, with sects like the Holy Knights or whatever, and the Demon sect that you can join. There's the classes are really well made too, with their respective skills and their passives. I personally went to Berserker, Swordsman, but Mage and Archer is also really good. And I think that's Archer is busted. That thing does a lot of damage, and it also has the what is it called, Beast Tamer. So you can get like a large spider, but most Beast Tamers suck, in my personal opinion. I think that this game, Rune, reminds me a lot of Monster Islands on Roblox from a few years ago. That game's actually really, really old. So I honestly rate this game a good 9 out of 10. Everything complements each other, as well as the exploration, and there's lots of places, lots of secret places that you can get to just by walking around. Like, there's never a corner of the map that you'll find and there will be nothing there. There's always something somewhere in the map. Like, there's never just like an area with nothing there. And I think the game is honestly really good, really, really good. I personally started off with my friends boosting me. I was in the starter village for a while, and then I got to like the swamp area, fought the bosses. The bosses are really well made, and they're all really beatable as well. You can easily beat these bosses if you know how to beat them. They're not overwhelming. There's nothing that's really too busted. I don't think there's anything that's overly busted in the game. I think most things are pretty balanced, to be honest. I really think the game is just really well made, and it just needs more on the PvP aspect. I don't get any enjoyment from the PvP. I think it's because it's so unrewarding. Like, there's no area where I can just PvP like a ranked system. If there was a ranked system, I would have fun. I'm not sure if they added a ranked. I haven't played in a while, but I would really love a ranked system so I could get legendary items, because I'm a big PvP person, and my PvP has not been. The PvP hasn't been satisfactory. It's not satiating my hunger. My hunger for killing others is just there, and it's just there, sitting there, waiting, hoping that I could get a whiff of bloodshed. But alas, I must run around fighting people, and then they hop on their pets and run away. That's my only pet peeve, is that there's not an extensive thing for PvP. But yeah. My rating does stay the same though, and it's still a 9 out of 10. Yeah, that's enough of Rage Baiter Fact, guys.